Good morning, everyone. Okay, let me get set up just a little bit. Okay. All right. How's everyone today? We're working with the LW500 Latchbar attachment apparatus. The components, you should be familiar with them. Just keep in mind, that's what we're working with, the Latchbar attachment apparatus. So we attach straps to it, we attach resistance bands, we attach hand grips so that we can conduct a regular exercise. So we're gonna get busy. Everybody loves to do sit-ups. So we're going to start off with sit-ups. Make sure our bands are in the right place. Get our latch bar in the right place. Let's get started. See if we can account some time so that I'll know where we're at. Pull ourselves in the crunch position so that we can conduct crunches. Okay, we've done sit-ups. Now we're going to grab the hand grips. We've done 2 sit-ups. We've done crunches and we've done sit-ups. We're going to grab the hand grips. Excuse me. Position them. Position the latch bar on the ball of your feet, which is the best place to put them. Put the bar. I've tried to do it on the heel of my foot. It can be done, but I don't feel comfortable like that. Maybe you will. Pull yourself. Get that stretch. Hold it there. Okay. Now we're going to just roll backwards, pull our feet forward a little bit. So your knees are up to make it easy. Then you can lift your feet off the floor and roll backwards so that you're lying on your back. Straighten your legs and lock your knees and pull backwards. Pull your legs towards you, towards your face. Okay? Pull and hold it there. Yes. Okay, now in order to get up, after you pull your knees all the way back, pull your legs, pull your feet towards your buttocks and hold it there. Thrust your feet forward back to the sit-up position. Put my belts back on the floor. Now I'm going to grab another basic latch bar. It's equipped with chains and also heavy-duty hand grips. What we just did was a serious isometric where we used our own body resistance. As I leaned back, I was pushing and pulling with my arms and legs. You can do that in a laying position as I just did. Or you can also do it in this position with your legs in the air. Of course, if you could get your back off the mat, the level of difficulty would continue to increase. Oh, okay. As you can see, that was pretty difficult there. Maybe you didn't feel it, but I did. So how are we doing today? Are we getting our COVID vaccinations? I want to continue to remind everyone of the importance of that. It is extremely important that we all get immunized, so that you do not catch this coronavirus, this deadly disease, virus that's killing people. Let's get immunized so that doesn't happen, so we can have herd immunity. And while I'm doing this 6 inches up, let's all think about that and make sure we can get that done. The age is low enough so that kids down to 16 years old can get the vaccination. So don't be hesitant. Let's get it done, because you don't want that virus to be hunting you down. We're getting a nice little 6 inches up here. Just wanted to bring that to your attention too. Okay, in order to get back up, that's what you have to do. Bring those legs in, kick those legs out. Should pull you back into the sit-up position. We're gonna leave this here for next time, because there will be a next time on that. Okay. This is kind of my routine. I get my daily workout while I review the Latchbar attachment apparatus with you. So right now we have the lay on or sit on flat latch bar on the bottom, and of course the round latch bar on the top. These are really, really good bars. The bottom bar, the top bar, the basic latch bar that we were using to do sit-ups. They're really good utility bars. It's like a toolbar. You know, tools help you get things done. And that's exactly what this resistance band attachment does. It helps you get things done in a more effective mannerism. More crunches. That's what it's all about, more crunches. Work that abdomen. That's right. Work it over. You want results? You have to put the work in. So, what we're going to do now, as you know, some more crunches. We have different methods of crunches so that you don't get bored. We started on the floor, over there on the floor mat. We did some more crunches over here. And now we're gonna grab our deluxe bar that has the flat resistance band attachment, medium band, and we're gonna do the pull down crunch. Okay. See, this is the biggest muscle that we have on our body, our stomach muscle. It's bigger than our leg muscles. It's bigger than our calf muscle. It's bigger than our bicep. Your back muscles are in multiple pieces. That's why your stomach muscle is bigger than your back muscles. And this one is the most used and abused. So we have to work it much harder. So now we're going to do side crunches. We have to work it much harder if you want to accomplish something. Because that's our goal. We want to accomplish something. Okay, you notice we did that little pause in the middle. We wanted to see if we can get that iso effect. Remember, resistance bands are tugging back all the time, so you're getting resistance. That's why they call it a resistance band. On your sidebars here, you have also flat resistance bands. When we were doing our press on the floor, we were using tubular resistance bands. We're about to do another press. We will be using tubular type resistance bands. These are extreme resistance bands, so the level of difficulty increases. So I won't be doing a lot of these, but I'll do some. I will do some. They feel good to me too. I just can't overdo it unless I'm doing a real workout. Then I'll overdo it. This is a real workout, don't get me wrong. Yes, this is absolutely a real workout. And these bands, they're deceivingly powerful. So if you take them for granted, you'll find they're going to work you really hard. So don't take them for granted. Lots of tension. Lots of tension on those bands. Those bands are Pro Source. Iron Core Fitness. Intake. Those are the three different band manufacturers that I have. That of course I had to pay for. I'm a new kid on the block, trying to get people to know me. That's right, trying to get people to know me. We are the LW500 Latchbar exercise system. And we are a resistance band attachment apparatus, which also uses straps, chains, and what have you. I'm sure you could add some rope or whatever you want to add to it, as long as you could somehow attach it to my Latchbar apparatus, you'd be able to get yourself a super workout like we're doing today, getting ourselves a good workout. So we're doing pulls with this setup. As you can see, we're standing on the deluxe flat latch bar, and we have a round upper latch bar in our hand. And when I speak of leverage, now you have leverage, because there's a lot of tension on these bands. And I'm sure you wouldn't want to be standing there holding these bands with your hands, or if you would be able to do it with your hands with this amount of tension. And that's why we have the latch bar attachment, so that you could apply some strength every time you pull on the resistance band. Now, we didn't want to leave anything out, so we set up the flat resistance band as such, and we set up the tubular resistance band. Basically the same methodology, but I spread them out so that you could see there's 4 resistance bands. I could have taken this set and added it to this side or vice versa on each side. And you can see we're doing the same exercise. Alrighty, that felt really good. We also did the same thing, so to speak, with our squat bar. With this one, I've enabled the squat and also the press ability. So you could also, you have a 44-inch round bar, and you have the deluxe flat bar on the bottom, and you can actually conduct a press. You can do a squat, press, squat, squat, squat. You can just place it here in a regular squatting position and do squats. Or you could just do presses. It's up to you. However you like to use it. And I always state the resistance level is also up to you. Now we just used tubular resistance bands, and now we have flat resistance bands extended with tubular at the bottom for additional length to make it so that the older guy like me can squat and place the long bar onto our shoulders. Once you do that, grab the bar on the side so that you have control. And you do your squats. Now each one of these bars, they have a plastic cover over the top so that you can keep your bars sanitary. Keep them nice and clean. Okay, I'm gonna move right along. We have a basic latch bar on the bottom where we're standing, and we have a basic round on the upper side. With this, you can do some curls. You can do pulls. You can add more resistance to it if you like, to simulate what's on the deluxe bar. And you can do pulls just the same with this also, with an extreme amount of resistance. So don't shortchange your opportunities with the basic latch bar setup. You can do practically everything with this that you can do with the deluxe flat latch bar. So I'm going to bring the basic back over again. This basic latch bar is attached to a 10-inch wide board, and we can stand and do side crunches. That's right. We do this isometric, and when you lean over to one side, yes, and you can hold it there if you want to, just with your arm and your shoulder, but you want to move your body so that you're holding it with your body, okay? And go back and forth, using your side to control it. You want to get the most out of it because you're trying to work, once again, your abdomen. And you want to work all parts of it. Yes, you have the front muscle, but you also have muscles here on the side too. So you want to make sure that you want to get to those also, so that you can try and keep everything in uniform. You don't want it to be out of proportion. You want to keep it in uniform. And then you turn it over. Once you've done one side, you flip it over and you do the other side. Do the same thing, grab it and hold it. And this is a flat extreme resistance band here. You can also stand on it with both feet. And you can actually do pulls. But you really want to use both hands. On this one, you can actually do a frontal, where you put your feet on there like that. Oh, that wore me out. So as you can see, tons and tons of uses. Alrighty. You want to get some additional cardio going? So you take your resistance band that you have attached to your wall mount. You don't have to be as elaborate as I am over here. Remember, I'm the setup guy, I'm the inventor of this, but you can, a lot of you, I know you're more artistically inclined than I am. So you can set it up any way you want to on the wall. You can mount these things on the ceiling, the floor, wherever you want to, but you want to make sure that you have a secure fitting. So as I speak to you, I'm also taking steps, okay? But the steps is going to turn into a jog because you want to be able to take full advantage of this resistance band that you have attached to you. You want to really get the full opportunities that you got, and you can even add more resistance too. I have a 35-pound resistance band, flat band, Iron Core Fitness that I'm using. And you can double it if you like. Or you can use a bit heavier one to accomplish the same thing that I'm doing. So you want to do this, and you want to get into it, you know? You really want to get into it so that you can get the maximum out of it. So don't be playing when you're doing any of this exercise. Run a time and keep it for about 30 seconds to a minute, and stop and rest. And if you want to go back and do it again, go back and do it again. okay? Don't run yourself until you pass out. That's all I ask. Keep in mind safety at all times when you're working out. Now, you can continue to keep this around you if you like, because you can do all kinds of different things with it. This doesn't really have enough resistance here for it to do anything for me. But like I said, you could double the resistance, or you can actually use them one at a time with each hand, okay? I have an additional set of carabiners on there because I was using them to help me with something else. But you can pull yourself away from the board, as you can see I'm doing, and you can pull on the resistance bands. Alrighty? You can get a better shot. You can see the bands from here, but you don't see me. Okay? So that's why I moved over here, so that you could actually see me too. Okay? You can actually put hand grips. You can put hand grips on here also, if you wanted to. But while you have them in your hand, you can turn the other way. And you can speed your hand motion up if you do karate or if you're a boxer or something like that. You know, just take your hands, you know, and throw a punch with resistance. All right, it's like having a weight in your hand, but you're actually applying your whole arm. Your whole arm has resistance at this point. All right, so pull your arms out, and now it's pulling back on your shoulders. Okay. So if you do this, you'll feel exactly what I'm talking about. And then, you know, you have to make sure that you have a firm stand, because otherwise it's gonna pull you backwards too, you know? So dig in there, get the most of it. And remember, your arm is on a rotator cuff, so you wanna go all the way up to the top, you know, with resistance. Step out, let it pull your arm back, you know? Do the same thing with the other arm. Step out, let it pull your arm back, lean forward. All right, move that arm. Bring your arms from side to side. Bring those arms in. All right. Do it a number of times. Get the full movement. Go from the bottom. Pull those arms forward. By this time, your arms may feel like they're gonna fall off. You keep doing it because you want that burn and you want to get something out of what you're doing. So while we're getting the cardio on, let me come over and get our leg straps. Oops. We almost knocked over one of our illustrious lights. Let me have a seat. How you doing? Are you guys with me or what? You see what we can do? All the various things that we could do with the Latchbar attachment system. You can attach everything to this. Now these are straps for your thighs, for your legs, okay? We take our flat resistance band. We'll attach that. We're going to move this one over. We're going to move it over right next to the other one. Okay? Then we're going to attach this one to my other leg. All right? And now we have them attached to our legs. So, you take a look. You see we have one on each leg, and now we're ready to jog once again. Pick those legs up as far as you can, okay? Because you get the pull back. If I let myself go, I would drift backwards, okay? You can see there's resistance there, and you want to try and take advantage of the resistance, okay? Now, of course, there's other types of exercise you can do with the straps on your legs. You can put the smaller straps on your ankles, and you can lay down, and you can work your hamstring by pulling it back from the wall. But we won't need to work our hamstrings anymore than what we've done so far. Trust me. You want to get back in shape? You want to lose some pounds? You want to work out? The Latchbar attachment system will help you get there. You can use your own resistance bands. I see some resistance bands that you tie onto things. You can tie them onto my Latchbar. It works with my Latchbar. Everything works with the Latchbar. That's right. It'll increase the level, and it'll give you more opportunities of what you can do with your exercise. Yep, that's what it'll do. And any of you that think you don't get a good workout with resistance bands, you have an open invitation to stop on by. That's right, stop on by. You're welcome. That's Bobby Womack. Stop on by so you can try this out. That's all you have to do, just come on by and try it out. You know, I'll put you on the camera, let you be part of it. It's all good. That's right. Yep. See those elevators? We use those to do push-ups. Yeah. And we even have the smaller resistance bands. These things are pretty cool. The smaller ones, you can actually put on your hand and they don't hurt or they don't feel as uncomfortable. So you can actually use these and generate a workout. As long as you have gloves on your hands, you should use them at all times to protect your hands. If you don't mind them popping all on your arms and stuff, feels all right, feels pretty good. Because we haven't done too many chest expansions today. Bow and arrow. Oh yes. We have this set up also with the flat ones. Oh yes, we're getting a good workout in today. Don't you just love it? When you're not sure of how the day is going to go, especially when it comes to working out, and then when you get started, you're like, man, I didn't know I had all that in me today. Feels real good. That's right. You got to motivate yourself when you're working out. And you have to have determination to meet your goal. You have to be consistent. And you have to want to do it. So if you don't have that motivational drive, it's going to be real difficult. But you can do it. Put it in your mind. Don't get distracted. Don't get caught up by Joe Pounds and get discouraged. It'll become harder to address. There's no magic formulas. If you ever get it off, it's work keeping it off. So there are no magic formulas. And I'm sure you can do it. Like I said, you have an open invitation. You can remain anonymous. I don't post anything that you don't want me to. Or that you don't allow me to. Because the camera's always on if I turn it on. So, I'm not going to be sneaky. Come on by. Call me up. Telephone number's on the website. Telephone numbers everywhere. Leave a message. I'll get back to you. Come on by. Don't be scared. That's right, that's a good one. Stretching is good for you. We need to stretch. Good old 6 inches up. Okay, let's get our iso bar. We got about 45 minutes already, so we got more time. We can go about another 10 minutes. So everything that you see me do with the tubular resistance band, you can do with the flat resistance band and vice versa. Okay? So you don't have to question yourself whether you can do it or not. Yes, it can be done using either band to do the same exercise. Oops. My mistake. In order to get something out of it, you got to put something into it. And that's what we're doing. We're putting something into it. Did you notice the resistance level when I held it down? It lifted my feet off the floor. Just to give you an idea of how much resistance we have. It's not a joke. Well, come on by though, come on by. I want you to come on by, try it out for yourself. We have personal protection equipment. And if you're vaccinated, we'll still follow the guidelines. We'll put a mask on. It's okay. You can still exercise with a mask on. Okay? We can open the window and make sure the air exchanges. We can turn the fan on. It's not a big deal if you are vaccinated. So that's the point. Get vaccinated and come by. I want you to try this out. So all of you laughers and all of you guys that think that this isn't a good exercise, you have an open invitation to try it out. And let this 70-year-old guy, that's right, 70-year-old guy, show you what it's all about. Let me see if you can still do this when you get 70, okay? That's right. And ladies, don't be intimidated. We can change the bands to accommodate anybody. And guys too, no one's trying to win a contest here. I'm trying to show you how effective my equipment is. I'm not trying to impress you with me. I'm trying to impress you with what can be done with my product. That's the bottom line. All right, we're gonna wind it up with some squats. I see that we're a little bit over 50 minutes. We've gotten a good workout. Once again, we're using the LW 500 Latchbar exercise system. This system is an attachment system to use with your resistance bands, straps, chains, and whatever else you could probably come up with. Thank you very much. Have a good day.